This week, technically it was last week. I filmed this video last week. I'm editing it right now. I'm gonna show you the intro I filmed. Oh, I guess I didn't see you there. I was too busy being on my phone. Play it again, play it again. Oh, I can't leave you with that. This week, I swapped my phone time for reading time. It was a lot. And I guess we'll find out together if I actually managed to do it or not. Let's dish about books, but it's gonna be a lot more than normal. I'm probably gonna end up reading for about 30 hours this week. Hooray! If you're a bit confused or you're not entirely sure what that means, reading time and phone time, whatever, if you just have a look through like book videos, you'll see what it is. Your screen time from 1 week. So it's Wednesday today, I would look at my screen time of Wednesday last week, and if it was 6 hours, I would then have to read for 6 hours today. The first day we're doing is Wednesday last week, because it's Wednesday today. 5 hours and 58 minutes. I worked it out. I'm awake for about 18 hours a day. A third of that is spent on my phone. The first book of the day, I'm actually not going to talk very much about because it's actually for last week's video. Do Not Disturb by Freida McFadden. I've read it for about an hour and 10 minutes already. There are a couple of rules. I have to try and complete it. I can't just ignore it. Any time I don't manage to do one day moves on to the next. Imagine there's just a day where I have to read for like 10 hours because I missed some of it the day before. Most of the books are going to be from my TBR. So we only have 4 hours and 48 minutes left. It's about 12 now, so if I started now I wouldn't be done until 5 o'clock. I've got about 30% left. To be honest, I'm kind of in the mood to carry on reading Freida McFadden. She's not my favourite author. I'm not 100% sure on her writing style, but she is very good. All of her books are kind of blending into one for me. That's our first book of the video. Maybe, I don't know how many we're gonna get to, because again, I'm gonna be reading for like 30 minutes. I wish it was 30 minutes. Today was probably not a good idea to start this video, but we're just gonna have to make do anyway to keep going. Just push it through. I finished the first book of the video, which is Do Not Disturb by Freida McFadden. Again, if you want to know my thoughts of it, go to last week's video. 3 stars. We have now been reading for about an hour and 47 minutes, I think, just to be exact. Maybe 35 seconds on top of that. I think it's time to work out the next book, to be honest. I'm kind of feeling like carrying on with Kindle. Maybe a fantasy book. I don't want it to be difficult, is the issue. I kind of want to just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm feeling like a romantasy book. I'm feeling like a romantasy book. I've seen a lot of people talking about Quicksilver. Do not touch the sword, do not turn the key, do not open the gates. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth. The Fae have always been the stuff of myth, of legend, of nightmares. The first of her kind to tread the frozen mountains of Yavela. What kind of a name is Kingfisher? Sorry to all my Kingfishers watching this. Shadow daddies, wolves, fairies, elves, and every creature you can imagine in this book. I have nothing but praise for the story, the writing and the plot. Did we have to start off with shadow daddies? Just a question. It's fine. Ooh. Foot reveal. Oh, this book quite literally has a pronunciation guide. I feel like I need that. Reading the pronunciation guide, I think I'm gonna have to refer to characters by nicknames. One of the characters' names is Nam Shakrai. Not Yvalia, Evalia. I have to read for 4 hours and 10 minutes. I am 69 pages in. That's 10%. 10% of the book is 69 pages. 1 hour down. Okay, I've stopped the timer for a second. Basically, my Kindle has about like 10% left. 12 minutes of this chapter left, so I'm just gonna finish this one and then we're gonna go over to the TBR. Maybe a romance book. I was thinking maybe fantasy, but if I do romance then it's really, really, really different than Quicksilver and I'm not gonna get confused. You'll have to wait and see. Oh, sorry, you can't see when I do that, can you? You can't see when I... Okay, that's fine. We'll think about that next time. I know I won't do that because then you won't be able to see. And then I can't really say we'll see, can I? You can see again, yay! It's gotta be one of these, right? Maybe a little bit of Agatha Christie. One of these two. Beg, Borrow or Steal by Sarah Adams. Girlfriend Act by Safa Ahmed. This one, we're doing this one. To achieve her lifelong dreams, Farah needs to pretend she's in love. How hard could it be? When aspiring actress Farah Sheikh meets the tragedies, a group of theatre kids who are similarly desperate to break into the industry, they decide to put on their own production. All they need is a stage and money. Enter former superstar Zayn Amin. The deal? Zaman will star in and fund the tragedies play in exchange for a publicity boost generated by a new and fake romance with Farah. There's just one problem. They can't stand each other. I can't say no, can I? That's so cute. There is just under 2 hours left on the timer. I can start this today, finish this tomorrow, and get back to Quicksilver once it's done. This is not a good time for me to be reading this, like a week after I dropped out of drama school. We did it? Okay. 5 hours and 58 minutes. I'm actually like genuinely shocked. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but got me through it. This book is amazing. Just less than 100 pages left, and I have another hour. I can read for about an hour and 50 minutes now, so let's do it. Okay, do you know what that means? Second book done. And honestly, I'm kind of wanting to read another paper copy of a book, so I think we might have to shove off Quicksilver for a bit. It's been such a long time since we were here. He's the infamous killer no man has ever been able to find. Now it's a girl's turn. Groomed to be the perfect highborn Victorian young lady, Audrey Rose Wadsworth has a decidedly different plan for herself. After the loss of her beloved mother, she is determined to understand the nature of death and its workings. Trading in her embroidery needle for an autopsy scalpel, Audrey secretly apprentices in forensics. She soon gets drawn into the investigation of serial killer Jack the Ripper, but to her horror, the search for clues brings her far closer to her sheltered world than she ever thought possible. Our second book of the video. Third book of the video. Fourth, technically. Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. Okay, I've done the reading for today. I've gone 5 minutes over. I know in my head I was going to go like an hour over. I've got 5 minutes that I can cut off another day. Great. Today I had to read for 3 hours and 50 minutes. I don't know how I managed to read for 6 hours yesterday and not 4 hours today. First of all, we finished The Girlfriend Act by Safa Ahmed. So good. Oh my god, 4.5 stars. Easy. Genuinely the easiest rating I think I've ever given. If you've ever seen me complaining about a romance book, it's because books like this exist. The romance was so believable, the characters were so likeable but so like distinguished from one another. Just everything wasn't just happening because of convenience, it was happening because I did almost cry a couple of times. If you're not following along with the Dropout Chronicles, which I've mentioned a couple times, I went to drama school. I'm 18, I went to drama school. After about 2 weeks I dropped out because the course just wasn't for me. It talks a lot about like racism, and like the meaning behind it is very much about how like racism within the industry and outside of it, like in the world, and how people are privileged basically because of their race and selected for different things because of their race, and then at certain times certain people can be exploited because of their race. I'm never gonna understand what it's like to be this character. I'm never gonna understand what it's like to deal with those issues. But I think it does. I think reading books that contain those issues, it gives you more of an insight into them, and it can help you like understand the like microaggressions. Racism isn't just like blatant things, it's the things that you don't actually realise you're doing sometimes. I started Jack the Ripper. I'm on page 210. I was thinking, in the future, what I would like to do when I've posted a bit more and we've got more people in our little bubble, if there were any like indie authors watching, if they could like send their like Amazon links to their books so that I could buy them, and then maybe do a series of like only reading indie authors books. My thing is trying to make reading more accessible. I read a lot when I was a kid and then I kind of stopped, and I started reading again because I watched a booktube video. So maybe we could do that. And then I also want to make it more accessible in terms of authors, because a lot of the time it is just the big name authors who get like representation. A lot of the indie authors go unnoticed, and I think it's time we change that. Yeah, if there's any indie authors watching now and they want to send me their Amazon link, either pop it in the comments. I've got about 30 pages left, and then I'm going out in like 10 minutes. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to take the Kindle in the car, and they're just going to see what we can do. I've only read for like 40 minutes today out of 6 hours, so I might have to use that 5-minute deduction, but we'll see. I don't know. We've finished our 3rd book of the video, Stalking Jack the Ripper. Honestly, I'm thinking 3 stars. I feel like that's quite low for this book because I was really expecting good things. I feel like the entire book just kind of like went past and everything felt so forced. Just the plot twist, which is actually, it's becoming a theme. I'm sorry, that was actually really uncomfortable. I do want to read the other 3 books, so I'm thinking maybe we bump it up. I don't know, the romance felt so forced. It was like that like sort of insta-love thing where they were supposed to be making fun of each other, but it just wasn't making fun of. It was more just like, oh, you're in love with me. And I'm like, no. It talks a lot about women and how women, it's set in 1888, which I'm assuming is when Jack the Ripper was at large. He's not exactly small now, but there's like a conspiracy theory saying is Jack the Ripper. Is there a conspiracy theory about Jack the Ripper being alive? Was he found? Jack the Ripper was never captured. If anyone's a Jack the Ripper fanatic, I really hope there's no Jack the Ripper fanatics actually. If anyone's interested in the case, is what I meant to say there, put your Jack the Ripper knowledge down there. Even the main character, at the time basically women were very constricted, they weren't respected, they weren't allowed to go out and do pretty much anything by themselves. They had to have like what's it called? Someone to like accompany them, I can't think of the word, like a guardian wherever they went. And the main character is a lot more interested in science, and it's all about like religion and how big religion was at the time and sort of like the ethics of going into science at the time. It was completely against religion. Like in terms of science, it's all about like cutting people up, body snatching. It kind of links to today in terms of like abortion. It's the idea that like the sanctity of life and how like the human body was made by God. Those aren't things that I personally believe in. Those ideas have changed over time, but they've still kind of stayed. They've just kind of like transformed. We're on to Quicksilver, and honestly, I'm quite liking it. It's a good fantasy book. And this banter is actually insane. There's a quote from Jack the Ripper. Sorry, this bit's a bit messy. I honestly think we should put this up behind us. Always foster and grow that unquenchable curiosity of yours. I have 3 more hours to read today. I might do a bit extra. Add to our 5-minute tally. I feel like this book is going to be quite easy to read for 3 hours though, so I'm not too worried. Our 4th book of the video, on our 3rd day, Quicksilver. Okay, it's been about an hour. To be honest, I really like the book. Do not get me wrong, I'm just not really feeling it anymore. I feel like we need to take that one in stages. I'm gonna move over to a book I've wanted to read since I saw Hayley Pham read a cover story by, I don't know how to say her name, Mari McFarlane. Bells joins the tiny Manchester office of a national paper from her indie podcast. 30-something Connor is going back to the start as a news intern. The latest office news? They can't stand each other. So of course Belle bumps into Connor when she's working undercover on the biggest scoop of her career, and of course she's forced to improvise, pretending they're a couple deeply in love. 2 rivals, 1 fake romance. The headline writes itself. There's about half an hour left in the 2 hours. In the 2 hours I had to read cover story, and I've read a total of 47 pages. I am so tired of reading. I don't even know how this has happened, because to be fair, this is like now into the 16th hour of reading in 3 days. Like, I've got no idea what's happening in this book. I'm not ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow is, I think, 6 hours. I thought today was 6 hours and I was met with 5. Tomorrow is definitely 6 hours and I physically cannot do that, I don't think, because my friend is going to be here. We're just going to have to hope for the best. I have technically failed this because half of this time I have just been doing anything other than reading. But you know what? That's fine. Because I make the rules, you don't. I'm going to carry on reading for the rest of the time. And I know technically I've cheated, but I really just could not care less at the minute. Why is Falstaff messaging me? I don't want to do Duolingo right now. I'm so excited for this to be over. He went to Bristol. He went to Bristol University. I have good news and I have bad news. Which do you want first? I finished Quicksilver. You might be thinking it's Saturday today. It's Sunday. Basically, yesterday, I did read for an hour. I was supposed to read for almost 6 hours and 58 minutes. It just would not have been possible to read for 6 hours yesterday. Another bit of good news, I finished all of yesterday's reading today. We finished our 4th book. We have actually moved on to our 5th book because I was downstairs with my Kindle and I couldn't be bothered to come upstairs and get. Right now I'm reading 1,000 Pieces of You. The first 50 pages I was kind of second guessing it. I was a bit bored. This girl's dad's dead, but before he died he made this technology that lets you travel between different different universes. Like you saw, we finished the 5th book of the video. It was good. I'm gonna do a recap of Quicksilver, that book, and hopefully cover story because I should be able to finish it today. I read for about 2 hours this morning, so we have about an hour left of yesterday's to do, and then 6 hours of what should be today. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if this is going to be possible, but I'm not going to give up. I've read for about 20 minutes since we last talked. In all fairness, I don't really care. I think I'm going to soft DNF. I don't know if it's the writing style. I don't know if I'm just not into it. I feel like it's going to be so much better to just focus on other books, because I feel like that was the book that was launching me into that very, very mini reading slump. I'm just so addicted to Kindle right now. I don't know what it is. I go through phases of hating it and loving it. Nightshade is, at the moment, what I'm getting from it is Harry Potter with a twist. School is it's a castle in, I think it's the Scottish Highlands. Houses, and they're affected by your personality and stuff. I worked out I actually have 8 hours to read between yesterday and today left. Plan, I read for maybe a couple of hours tonight. It's almost 8. Let's just get on with it, I guess, and hope that I make it out. I'm not gonna die. This main character might be my favourite one ever. She's just called her water bottle, her emotional support water bottle. I've got 2 hours and 47 minutes left to read today. It's about 7:10. Let's do this. And I should probably read a bit extra because there's 8 hours tomorrow, which is mental. I was literally just trying to work out what the plot twist was going to be, and I think it's just happened. I finished The Surrogate Mother. Kind of fell short. I think it was a cool idea. I think I just need to stop trying Frida McFadden books because I just don't enjoy them. They're fun and they're fast paced or whatever, but I just don't like the writing style. I like it when main plot points are embedded everywhere through the book rather than just brought up at moments and then not really thought about again. If you find out that your surrogate mother is lying, potentially lying about where she's from, surely, and then also realised another lie later on. Surely you think about that. And if you realise that she's potentially pursuing your husband, surely you tell your husband as soon as you think about that, not quite a while down the line. The next book, I've read 5 books by this author this year. I honestly think like 3 of them have been 5 stars for me. You know those like standalone series where they're all set in like a school and romance? Yeah. We're reading You Belong With Me by Clara Nielsen. I'm always here for a cheeky little Taylor Swift reference. Sebastian Novak has been off limits since the moment I figured out what a crush was. He's my best friend's brother, basically family. The guy who's always around but never really mine. As a survivor of a family friend crush, I feel for you. Before I was like 10, 12, 14. So when he kisses me at a party as a part of a game, I know better than to believe it meant something. He's already acting like it didn't happen, and I'm doing everything I can to pretend I'm totally fine with that. But keeping a secret this big isn't easy. Not when we're suddenly spending more time together. Not when every accidental touch feels anything but accidental. And definitely not when I catch him looking at me like he wants to do it again. I know nothing's going to come of it. He's my brother's best friend. He would never choose me. So why does it feel like he already has? Question. The love interest once again has a British accent. Why is that so appealing? I finished the reading for today. The issue is, tomorrow, supposedly I'm reading for 8 hours and 35 minutes. That's not happening. There is no chance. If I can carry a couple hours over to tomorrow, then that makes up for Sunday. So it's not exactly my fault. Technically, I'm failed, but I don't really care as long as I've read the hours. If you can guess, I failed the challenge quite miserably. I was supposed to read for 42 hours. I managed for 35. So this video has just been a lot of lateness. Not only did I fail the challenge, I also failed to post the challenge on time. There were a couple of books where I didn't really talk about them much, so I thought we could just do a little wrap up. We read 8 books. We started off with Do Not Disturb by Frida McFadden, Quicksilver by Carrie Hart, Girlfriend Act by Safa Ahmed, Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco, A Thousand Pieces of You by Claudia Gray. I found it because I was looking for a book that was kind of like the Natural series, and it wasn't at all like it. It wasn't really what I was looking for at the time. A lot of the relationships are kind of like pre-built. I just found it a bit weird because she fell in love with, I don't know how to say this without spoiling it, she fell in love with one of the versions of the boys. Yeah, we'll just say that. She fell in love with a different version of one of the boys because they're going into different like universes, dimensions, whatever. It just kind of made me feel a bit gross. Nightshade by Autumn Wood. Purely based on vibes, this book is perfect. The Surrogate Mother by Frida McFadden. I don't know, I feel like I just need to stop trying with Frida McFadden. I like her books, but then afterwards I'm just like complaining about them, and I feel like that's not really what I want to do. I don't want to just be complaining about books. The last book we read was You Belong With Me by Clara Nielsen. It was a good way to end it, even though we did fail the challenge. I love a good like neighbour, brother's best friend's brother sort of thing. Those were the 8 books I read whilst trying to switch my phone time for reading time. I think if I do this again, I will know the week before and just not go on my phone the week before at all. I hope you have a good day or a good rest of your day. I have no clue where you are, and I will see you next week for something a little bit more chillax. Toodles.